What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ariel, and welcome back to Ariel ABT. And ABT stands for Absolute Bible Truth. That's right. Absolute Bible Truth is the church that I've been studying with for the past, 8 years now. That's the church I belong to. Shout out to the lead teacher over there, Brother Josh, who I study with every Sabbath. And I know I haven't uploaded a video for you guys in a while, so I do apologize from the bottom of my heart. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I do have a goal this year, 2021, to upload weekly content for you guys every Saturday, right? We're going to talk about biblical topics. We're going to talk about Bible-based topics. And how does the Bible relate to our lives? What can we take from the Bible and apply it to our everyday lives? What is the Bible saying to us? What is the Bible not saying to us? And I bring that up to say that the title of today's video is Church Hurt. That's right, y'all. Church hurt. And we're going to talk about how people are church hurt in 2021, right? People are still affected by their relationship with the church as children, as preteens, teenagers, and young adults. And people are church hurt for a number of different reasons. We're going to cover a number of different reasons. Probably this topic is probably going to go on for a couple weeks, or until we cover everything within the context of people being church hurt. Because a lot of people are shying away from the Bible. A lot of people are putting the Bible down. A lot of people are closing the Bible. A lot of people are just erasing the Bible out of their lives based on their church experience. People are blaming the Bible for their church's misinformation. Again, people are blaming the Bible, the scripture, the 66 books, right? And there's more books as well. But people are blaming the Bible. People are blaming God for their church's misinformation, for their church's hypocrisy, for their church's false doctrine, for their church's misleading them into making them believe things that are not true. Again, the Bible did not do this to them. Their church did this to them. And if you believe the Bible did this to you, let's discuss it. Let's talk about it. Comment down below. Share this video with family members and friends. And so far, if you're liking the title of this topic, please like this video and share it with a family member and friend. Share it on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you can. But we're going to talk about being church hurt. That's right. Church hurt. A lot of people are blaming the Bible for their church's misinformation, false doctrine, and manipulation of the Bible, right? Because it's like this. There's God, the Almighty, the creator of heaven and earth. He's on top, right? And the Almighty uses humans to deliver his word. The Almighty gave us the book. The Almighty gave us his spirit. The Almighty gave us the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be able to deliver the word, right? So these people who set up these churches are authority figures in the Bible, right? You would see them as people who have authority, people who have power, people who have knowledge on biblical topics. So when you go to this establishment, when you go to this church, when you go to this place of worship, right? And you hear the preacher, you hear the teacher, you hear the leader speaking on biblical topics, and you start to identify with them, you start to relate to them, you start to adhere to them, and you start to use them in your daily life, right? You use the principles, don't steal, treat each other right, show love, right? Accept Christ as your Lord and Savior. All of these different doctrines and biblical teachings. Then as people grow older, they start to get more information. They start to get different perspectives. They start to learn different religions. They start to have different ideologies. They start to have different perspectives. Then they start to question the Bible. And then once they question the Bible and the people who've been teaching them the Bible can't answer their questions, then they feel like there's something wrong with the Bible, right? They feel like there's something wrong with the Most High. They feel like there's something wrong with the information in the scriptures because the people who they were going to could not answer their questions. The people who they were going to did not give them sufficient evidence and information to help them understand what is actually in the Bible and what the Bible is saying to us. That's how people become church hurt, because they put their feelings, they put their trust, they put their genuine concern in these people, right? to help them understand the word. And then when they start to understand it themselves, they start to question these people, and these people don't give them sufficient answers. They don't give them enough evidence. They don't give them enough information to help solidify their faith. So people are losing their faith because their teachers, their elders, their preachers are not doing a good job. They are not doing a sufficient enough job to keep the people's attention. They're not doing a sufficient enough job to answer the questions that people have. I grew up in the Sunday church, right? I'm talking about Easter purple suits. I'm talking about Sunday choir. I'm talking about Sunday school. I'm talking about everything that is involved with the Sunday church. I've been in it, right? We ate dinner at the church. We've had Thanksgiving at the church. We had, Christmas at the church. We had Easter at the church. We did all of these things. We did communion every month at the church. We taking the bread and the wine, right? We're doing all of these things. This is what I grew up in, right? I did not grow up in a house that actually studied the Bible, okay? We went to church. We didn't study the Bible. We went to church. We didn't live the Bible. We went to church. We did not read the Bible. Again, we depended, and all of our information came from the church. It came from the authority figures. It came from the preachers and leaders and the teachers of our church. It was not me, my mom, or my stepfather at the time who actually studied the word, who actually went to Bible study, right? Who actually sat around the table and discussed our beliefs, our feelings, and our information, our perspectives about the scriptures. We never did that, but we went to church, right? Do you see the correlation? We went to church. We put our trust into the teachers. We put our trust into the church, and the church has sometimes let people down. The church has let people down, and people get upset. And people are in their feelings, and now they're emotional, right? Because this is not logical. This is psychological, right? This is not logical. This is psychological. We're talking about feelings and emotions and all of these things that humans go through. So when it comes to being church hurt, a lot of people are hurt because they put their trust in the church and they did not put their trust in God. They put their trust in the church and they did not put their trust in his word. They put their trust in the church and they did not trust themselves to go and get the right information. They did not trust themselves to go and study. They did not trust themselves to learn. They did not trust themselves to go and get different information, different perspectives, and challenge their beliefs and to see what actually is the scriptures teaching us. So a lot of people are church hurt in 2021. And I was discussing this with a brother at our Bible study, and he asked me, why is this generation moving away from Jesus? Why is people putting down the Bible more and more left and right? And I really couldn't explain to him why, because there's a ton of reasons why. There is multiple reasons why. And there's not just one thing. It's multiple things, right? And how do we know actually how many people are leaving the church or how many people are in the church? I don't have no statistics on like 100% of the African-American community is in the church and now it's 80%, right? I don't have those statistics from the early 1900s to the early 2000s, right? Those statistics may be out there, but I don't have them. And when we don't have these statistics, it's kind of hard for us to make a definite decision because there's a lot of moving pieces and there's a lot of moving parts. So we have to really narrow this thing down. We have to get really concise if we're going to say that people are moving away from the scriptures. Maybe they are moving away from the scriptures. Maybe one way we can know that people are moving away from the scriptures is if more people are starting to not celebrate Christmas. If more people are starting to believe in Egypt or Kemet or some type of other belief like Islam or Buddhism or Catholicism, right? But Catholicism is a biblical belief. So just all of these other beliefs, or atheism, right? People just putting the Bible down and not believing in God at all. People are believing in multiple gods. People are believing in the universe. We can probably identify that by just how many people we come into contact with on a daily basis. And they're like, yo, I'm not a Christian. I don't believe the Bible, or I put the Bible down, or I moved away from the Bible. I now practice Kemet. I now practice Islam. I now practice Buddhism, right? So there's a ton of reasons why people are church hurt. And when I say church hurt, I mean they've lost trust in the Sunday church, right? Probably in part 2 of this video, I'm going to go into a specific reason why people are church hurt. I might go into a topic on how the men in the church are seen as docile. The men in the church are seen as sensitive. And that is probably another reason why people are church hurt, because they've encountered some type of sensitivity or docileness in the leaders, or some type of passiveness, right, in the leaders of the church. So they feel like they can't trust them because they're too passive. I don't know. It's a ton of different reasons why people are church hurt. And we're going to talk about those reasons here on this channel. So make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment down below and let me know if you know somebody who is church hurt. Comment down below and let me know if somebody has had a traumatic or had an experience in the church that they would like to share, right? So let's talk about it. Comment down below, like this video, share it on Facebook, share it on Instagram, share it with a family member or friend. And we're going to talk about this thing more in depth in the next video. I just wanted to make this video short and sweet and just explain a little bit about what it means to be church hurt, right? And a lot of people are church hurt and they mad at God. A lot of people are church hurt and they mad at the Bible. But we got to understand that, the leader of the church is just one human being. We are not to put our faith. We are not to put our trust in man. We are supposed to put our faith in the Almighty. So that's just a little bit of what it means to be church hurt. Again, there's other reasons, and we're going to dive into them in other videos. But as of right now, that's all I got for y'all. It's your boy Ariel. Thank you for watching Ariel ABT. You guys have a great rest of the day. Peace.